Howdy folks, this is Bushcraft Baldwin. I am a wilderness hiker and an outdoor adventurer. And anywho's, Bushcraft Boy asked to see what was in my kit. Well, that is determined on the duration of time I'm going out, how far I'm going, and of course the time of year. Anywho's, I have been trying to do this presentation for you, and it's really, I get rattling my lips, and it's 1,000 minutes to download or something, so I gotta try to keep this short. Anywho's, what I normally carry with me in my fire kit, now I got this stuff all from the last time I tried doing this. I just have cotton balls, cattail, and petroleum jelly, and lard in here. Just some good, a lot of fire starter here. I have wax to help get it going when it's raining and stuff like that. There's a lot of pitch wood around here, a lot of fat wood. Sometimes I'll carry this with me too, is Maya dust, fat wood where I can shave things off. There's cattail in there and that type of thing. I have my char cloth in my fire starting equipment here with my old antique knife. Goes right in here. Anywho's, I have a conch here. That's good for setting into oil, and it burns like a wick. As long as you keep your oil up, it'll just wick it, That's a good wick. It holds the amber for a long time. And then I have pieces of King Boleta. It's a mushroom. Before it really rotted really good, I dried it out, and that works. Holds a good amber. I believe it takes a spark, but it takes a little while. I'm not that patient. I'd rather use char cloth. It takes a spark a lot better, and then set the char cloth next to this or next to the conch, and it really holds a hot amber longer. If you have wet material, difficult material to get going for your fire. I have my steel here, Frayo rod, and then I always carry my map and compass. Just about everywhere I go I carry this, unless it's just a little short jaunt here. I will pull my compass out and just use my compass and my ranger beads just to help me get dirt time in and get used to using them and being without a map and that type of thing. Now the fire kit, or the stoves, the burner, that's my pressurized burner, and then I made a alcohol stove, and then for the windscreen I pop this out real quick, and if I need to I can use wood to burn in here also. So my alcohol stove sits right down in there, works great for cooking my food. Then I have, speaking of food, I have ammonia, cotton balls in ammonia, and that's supposedly supposed to keep like squirrels, bear, them types of critters away from your camp, because they do not like the smell of that ammonia. So anywho's, I'm going to try that this year while I'm up in bear territory and mountain lion territory, by myself, as always. But anyways, got this, my headlamp, my stove, my cooking sources, they go back and forth. You know, it just depends on what bag I'm carrying. I'm packing that day. Then I made a out of an old piece of canvas, something I stick the stoves into. That way I can just tie it to whatever bag. My Kodiak, Golden Bear Kodiak 65 liter. I tie my tent and my tent poles and my self-inflating Coleman self-inflating mattress to the back of this also. Both of them are hydration packs, so I always have water. I just purchased the Katadyn water filter, brand new, hasn't even been used yet. Just to keep things, because if without the Katadyn, the main reason I bought the Katadyn water filter, it's a purifier hand pump, and I can just hook the hose up to either one of my bladders, either my 2-liter bladder for my outdoor product or the Camelback. You know, that's not too bad. I could just pull this off and fill it. It's not necessarily why I bought it, but the other bladders in my hydration packs, both of them, instead of pulling the bladder out, boiling water, letting the water cool, dry it off, put it back in, all that, an hour's worth of work, at least 45 minutes worth of work to refill water, where the Katadyn water filter, you know, as I could just connect it right up, pump my bladder full, fill the platypus full, and I'm on my way again. You know, I don't have to goof around with all this other stuff. And then my food. This is 7 to 10 days of food, and you're probably thinking, well, that's not very big package. Well, I have like my vegetables. I had 12 pounds of vegetables before I cooked them and dehydrated them. Would barely even fit in here before I started packing all my food into the Seal meals and stuff like that. This was so full I had to smash the dehydrated food in here. I blended it down, and it was between 3/4 and a quarter full and a third full of very fine powdered vegetables. And oh man, that just smells so good. Just every kind of veggie I think is in there. You can, you know, I went and bought stir-fried vegetables and California mixed vegetables. I mean, just every variety I could find. A couple of this, couple of that. And I had 12 pounds altogether before I dehydrated it. And then I've got cooked and dehydrated white rice, brown rice, split pea. Some of them I have lentils in. Beans, white beans, scarlet runners, red beans that we grew right here out of the garden. The beans we did. And then the barley I purchased. And then a little bit of veggies. Well, the veggies came out of here that I mixed in here. Is all I have to do is scoop right in here and put it in either a Ziploc bag or whatever, you know, seal it, and I'm good to go. You know, it's get back from the trail and load up and gone again. You know, I don't even have to jerk around. I even have taters in here. You know, this is hash browns. That is a good meal right there, hash browns. Self-rising flour with powdered milk and biscuit mix, so I can have fry bread or baked bread on the trail Then my trail mix is just a mass dehydration. Dehydrated apples, we have raisins, craisins, coconut. You can see the coconut in there. I have peanuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, from the breakfast on the go packs. And I just sent them through the blender with trail bars and candy bars, and just several different flavors trail bars. And then I put what was that, three Snicker bars and Milky Way bars, and just the bite-sized ones, and just ran them through the blender with all this stuff together. And of course I had a few freeze-dried whole raspberries left over in this can that I purchased, a shipload of them, so I threw them in the can just to utilize the can. But I have this trail mix in brownie mix, and I have so much trail mix in this brownie mix, it doesn't want to stay, it just wants to crumble. And on top of that, I put there's some little chocolate kisses in here that I threw in, about a half a package of those, 1 pound package. And then I got about a half a pound, another half a package of butterscotch little cookie morsels in this brownie trail mix. And talk about decadent. Oh man, excuse me, I had to almost choke there. My mouth was watering so much. And here's what the trail mix looks like packaged up, and that is a brick. You know, that is hard. And the best thing about these, with the oxygen absorber in it, in the Seal-A-Meal, this stuff has an indefinite shelf life. I don't care what they tell you. It has a long shelf life. And then my GPS, I usually carry it. There's times I'll keep it on the whole duration. The new, what is this, Magellan Explorus 310, the batteries last a lot longer than the Triton. The Triton, I wasn't very happy with it. But anyways, and then I've purchased the $50 software that goes with it for the GeoTopo. Very excellent, worth the $50 to, and it load, I purchased it on the internet. I downloaded it from the internet and all that, and it went right on to the GPS. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. Brand new. Just bought this. My last one took a dive on me when I was up on Tower Rock, and I actually was up one day. The GPS worked, and then I went back to camp and was camped out. The next day I went to start the GPS and it died on me. So I'm glad I always carry my map and stuff. But anywho's, that's what I take in my kit. And like I say, it determines on the time frame I'm going to be out, the distance I'm traveling, and of course the weather. Where, and I am kind of getting to where I'm changing things out, because of the weather is getting to be so beautiful out here. And, anywho's, Bushcraft Boy, I hope that's answered your questions for you. And, hope you enjoy this. Thank you for subscribing, and I appreciate your comments and all that. And you're out and about, take care, be safe, peace be with you, and may the Holy Spirit touch your heart and soul.